RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Andy's Auto Body, Tire, and Auto Service and Sales. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East's premier sports bar and grill. Shell Community Federal Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding member expectations since 1934. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. 4204 Main Street Brewing Company, locally brewed craft beer and the area's best 100% certified Angus steaks and burgers. Calc Institute of Technology, your future, your success. C&B Bank and Trust, Illinois' oldest bank.
Boyles right up the middle, has some good room, good yardage over the 30, over the 40. Out near the 42, 43-yard line goes the return man for Roxana, and it is Jared Foyles, number 24. And they're going to mark it at about the 42-yard line of Roxana as they head for the south end zone here at the Big House on West Main Street in Carlinville, Macoupin County. Roxana making the trip from Madison County, of course, and the Shells and the Cavaliers, big rivals in the SCC. Some other teams in the conference making the playoffs too this year. We'll talk about that as we go along. The quarterback is Zach Gleaner, of course, the last couple of weeks. He's a junior. Man in motion is Foyles. They'll give it to the fullback, though, Jordan Hawkins. And it is a fullback dive for a couple of yards to the 44. One of the Cavaliers defenders slow to get up. And we're going to have an injury timeout here right off the bat as one of the Carlinville players a little shaken up. He stood up, staggered a little bit, and now he's back down to the ground. 3 teams making the playoffs in the SCC. Pana, first place Pana, 9-0. Then it was Carlinville and Roxana, each at 7-2. Then a logjam with 4 wins this year. But those 4 and 5 teams obviously did not make the playoffs. Greenville, 4-5. Hillsboro, Litchfield, Vandalia, all went 4 and 5 in the SCC this year. Carlinville had 5 home games this year. And they are led by Jacob Dixon, who set a rushing record for a long history of Cavaliers football. Rushing yardage and rushing touchdowns. 28 rushing touchdowns for him once we get to the offensive side of the ball for the Blue. Right now, handoff to the wingback, Foyles. Over the left side he goes on a sweep. He has a first down over the 50-yard line, and he's going to move the chains and move the ball to the Carlinville 44-yard line. Good gainer by Foyles, so we've seen Hawkins and Foyles carry the ball so far. The wingbacks, Foyles and Blake Vandiver out there too with Jordan Hawkins. Again, the quarterback, Zach Gleaner, as Roxana has the football in their red helmets, the white jerseys and the red pants. They have those gold numbers on the white jerseys. And coming to the near side, Talon Pyle lines up at wide receiver this time. Going to hand the ball off. Looks like Hawkins over the left side. And the fullback is going to be pushed back as a wall of Cavalier defenders there this time for the sophomore Jordan Hawkins. And Hawkins with a big year this year, 13 touchdowns. Vandiver leading the team with 14 touchdowns. But also Hawkins with those 1,030 yards this year, averaging about 8 yards per carry. 128 attempts for the fullback, Hawkins, a sophomore who started on the offensive line earlier this year and then moved to fullback. It's a good offensive line for the Shells. Here's Foyles in motion. He's going to get it again over the left side, and he'll sweep it to the 40. Down near the 39. We'll see where they mark it, but it's going to be 3rd down. And about 5 or 6 more to go. 2 minutes into the game, 9:55 to go. First quarter, no score. Roxana with the football here to start the ball game. Class 3A playoff football game. The right tackle is Kyle Ponto here on the near side. Brett Niswanger, left tackle. The center is Nathan Custer. Custer is a senior. And up under center is number 11, Zach Gleaner. Here we go at 3rd and 6 from the Carlinville 40-yard line. They'll hand the ball off and sweep it here to the near side, but Vandiver cannot turn the corner. Good open field tackle there by Brady Eaglehoff. Eaglehoff, a junior. And he made the play, and it's a loss of about 2 yards. Back near the 42-yard line, we'll call it 4th and 7. And the Shells can either punt or try to go for it here. And I think they're going to try to punt here early in this playoff game and try to pin the Cavaliers deep in their own territory. And they will with Vandiver back to punt. It is, well, right at the 50-yard line, actually. And he's going to punt it on the run. It's down near the 10 where it's grabbed there by 21, Jacob Dixon. And the junior running back, Dixon, grabs it, steps out of bounds, 1st and 10, Carlinville. And the first possession of the game for the Cavaliers as Roxana goes out there on defense with usually that 3-man front. Hawkins and Trace Gentry, the defensive ends. The nose tackle, Ryan Harris, the big sophomore, 6'1", 265. Here we go. Carlinville. Hand the ball off to Dixon. He comes to the near side. 21 Dixon out near the 15-yard line, a gain of about 5. Carlinville's quarterback this year is a freshman, another Easter Day, if you will. Jarrett Easterday is a 5'10 freshman. The head coach for Carlinville, of course, is Chad Easterday. And number 1, Jarrett with a J. Jarrett Easterday hands the ball off, and nothing doing this time as the Shells bottle up the ball carrier. No gain right at the 15-yard line, 3rd down and 4. Dixon with a couple of carries here right off the bat. Dixon is a 6-foot, 170-pound junior, and they're going to go quick with it. Easterday is going to throw it. It's complete. 1st down and more up the middle of the field. Breaking a tackle over the 50 to the 40. One man to beat. And he is tackled in the red zone. Number 3, Brady Lewis, saves a touchdown. But a little screen pass to Connor Emmons, number 81, the junior receiver. And he was right between the hash marks on a little pitch and catch. And it goes about 66 yards. 1st down, Cabbies indeed. Down to the red zone, 1st and 10. And we'll call it the 19-yard line for Carlinville. And just like that, a big play on 3rd and 5. Here's Easterday to Dixon. Over the right side, over the right tackle. Dixon leaning forward. And he's down to the 14-yard line, a gain of 5 yards. Dixon, 28 rushing touchdowns, breaking Babatunde Ridley's record for a 9-game regular season. Also, he broke the rushing record. 1659 was the record, and Dixon now is at 1,750 yards. Up the middle it goes, and again to Connor Emmons, down inside the 5-yard line. And a little pitch and catch again, and a gain of 10 makes it 1st and goal, and the Cavaliers moving right down the field, mostly through the air with a couple of big passes. Now they'll put it back on the ground to Dixon, but flags fly, and we have a false start on Carlinville down at the 4-yard line. Now it'll go back to the 9-yard line, a loss of 5 on that penalty. 1st and goal at the 9 for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers get ready in their blue jerseys, blue helmets, and the white pants. Handoff's going to go to Dixon. He tries the right side, and touchdown! 9-yard touchdown run for Carlinville. Jacob Dixon has done it again. Another rushing touchdown. Give him 29 on the season. 6-0 Carlinville with 6:46 to go, 1st quarter. And there's Jacob Dixon. He's going to get the ball a lot on the handoff. And now Hayden Thompson the junior kicker will try to tack on the extra point. 6-0 Cavaliers, first quarter. The hold is down. The kick by Thompson in the air, and it's good. And with 6:46 to go, first quarter, Cavaliers go down the field, and on 1st and goal from the 9-yard line, Dixon with a 9-yard touchdown run. And just like that, it's 7-0. Each team has had the ball one time. Carlinville leading Roxana 7-0 first quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There is also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Tie up this ball game. 7-0 Carlinville now. Cavaliers went down the field. Roxana had it first. They moved over the 50-yard line, but the drive stalled at about the 40. And on 4th down, they had to punt the ball, and they punted it down near the 10-yard line, but the Cavaliers went on a long 90-yard drive, 66 yards coming on the one pass play. Here's Vandiver over the right side. Blake Vandiver, who had a shoulder injury, missed a couple of weeks, back in the lineup last week with a couple of touchdowns against Southwestern. And Vandiver will gain about 5 yards out to the 47 of Roxana near midfield. 2nd down and 5. We're about midway through this first quarter now. Big crowd here, both sides of the field, and standing along the fence line all the way around for a lot of Roxana fans on the far side. And we've seen some East Alton Wood River fans, some Southwestern fans, so some Oilers, some Piasol Birds folks interested in this one. False start Roxana, and they'll lose the 5 yards that Vandiver picked up, and now it'll be 2nd down and 10 as Gleaner goes over to the sideline, gets the new play from Coach Pat Keith of Roxana. The head coach is Pat Keith. And 7-0 Carlinville as we get this game started. Shells have the ball for the 2nd time here in the first period. Gleaner up under center again. He's ready to go. Long snap count here. And it'll be the reverse. It goes to Jared Foyles again. Foyles running to the 50-yard line. He's knocked down. The ball comes loose. And is it going to be Carlinville ball? It is. A late fumble. I thought the play might have been whistled dead at about the 50-yard line, but after a loss of 5, the ball popped loose as they started pushing him backwards, and all of a sudden, a fumble by Roxana, and there's your first turnover of the game, and you can't afford that in the postseason. Fumble by Foyles, picked up by Carlinville. Carlinville recovers it, and they have the ball in good field position here too. And we have a timeout for the Shells as they're going to try to stop this bleeding now because they have to go back on defense now. And defensive coordinator John Lawrence will try to draw something up here. Head coach is Pat Keith, John Lawrence an assistant, along with Steve Slater of the Shells, Terry Chester and Mike Devening, along with Bill Smith up on top of the press box tonight. Don't forget, after the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game for you. So that's coming up later on tonight. And don't forget, tomorrow we have 4A playoff action for you. First, it's Illini football kicking off at 11 here on the Big Z. Illinois at Penn State tomorrow. And then at about 3 o'clock on tape delay, we'll bring you CM and Breeze Mater Dei from Bethalto. And then it's on to Marquette at Rochester. Those games in 4A football tomorrow here on the Big Z. Tonight it's 3A football from Carlinville, and they get good field position at the Roxana 44 after the fumble. Here's a pitch to Dixon. He's tripped up and knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there, and I think it was Foyles behind the line of scrimmage. It was 24, Jared Foyles. One of the linebackers, and that's a loss of about 3, maybe 4. Second down and 14, we'll call it. Man in motion. Easterday wants to throw it. He throws it to Emmons, and off of his fingertips as he got behind the defense again. Brady Lewis leaped into the air, could not get a piece of the football. Connor Emmons almost had 6, and he's had a couple of big catches already here. Now it's 3rd and 14. From the Roxana 48-yard line. Big Blue with the ball. It's a Wildcat formation. The direct snap to Dixon. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, and it's going to be 4th and long, and the Cavaliers going to punt it away from midfield. The ball sitting just about the 50-yard line here. So another good tackle behind the line of scrimmage for Roxana. Talon Pyle deep, number 22 for the Shells, a senior. Here's the kick. Pyle's going to let it hit. And he's going to try to pick it up inside the 5. It's picked up by Carlinville, and they have it near the goal line, it looks like. At the 1 or 2 yard line, Pyle, that ball bouncing around, and he tried to pick it up inside the 5 yard line, and he never did have it. He bobbled it again, and then on came the rushing Cavaliers and Shells back there trying to cover it up, but instead it is 1st and goal from about the 1.5 yard line for Carlinville. Another big mistake here early for the Shells. Easterday hands the ball off. Dixon, touchdown. One play, that's all it took from the 1 yard line. Jacob Dixon, touchdown, 13-0 Cavaliers. So a fumble by Foyles out near midfield. And then on a punt, Talon Pyle tried to pick it up. He fumbled it. Carlinville recovering again. 2 big turnovers here to start the game, first quarter. Here is Thompson for the extra point. It's in the air. It's good. Number 5, Hayden Thompson, a junior, makes it 14-0. Dixon with 2 more touchdowns tonight. 4:24 to go. First quarter. Dixon with a 9-yard touchdown run. Now a 1-yard touchdown run. And it didn't take long. The Cavaliers up 14-0 on Roxana. First quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
At 4204 Main Street Brewing Company, we believe that great food paired with our own locally brewed craft beer is a staple in life, and we want to share that experience. At 4204, you will find a menu that complements our very own award-winning craft beers, and we serve the area's best 100% certified Angus steaks and burgers. You can find us in both Alton by the Alton Square Mall and at our original location at 4204 West Main Street in Belleville. Come visit 4204 Main Street Brewing Company today for an experience you won't soon forget.
And a squib kick will be picked up by Roxana. And Cody McMillan will take a knee there as he will just hold the ball at the 33-yard line. And Roxana will get the ball again, down by 2 touchdowns here. 14-0 Carlinville. Couple of big turnovers back-to-back by Roxana. Couple of fumbles. And Carlinville recovering both of them. One of them on the punt, which gave Carlinville the ball at the 1 yard line. And Dixon has scored 2 more touchdowns. He has 30 rushing touchdowns now on the year, 31 TDs overall. Here's a run up the middle, fullback dive. That's the sophomore, Jordan Hawkins, number 40. Hawkins over the 35 to about the 38. He's going to gain about 5. Hawkins on the carry there. We're down to 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Live here in Carlinville. Tomorrow, again, 4A football. We'll have CM and we'll have Marquette back-to-back after the Fighting Illini tomorrow. Sports Talk will come your way at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Here's a handoff to the near side. Blake Vandiver with a good move to the 40, 45, 50 before he steps out of bounds. And they're going to mark him out at the 50-yard line, it looks like. Right at the 50, 1st and 10. Blake Vandiver got to the edge as he ran to his right. And he made it count. Brett Neiswanger with a good block. Billy Mathis, one of the guards. Trey Kelly, the other guard for Roxana. And we mentioned Ponto at 6'2", 225. He's a senior here on the right side. The right tackle. The tight end is Trace Gentry as they line it up here. Foils in motion. They'll hand it on the counter to Vandiver, and he gets back to the 50, and that's it. Blake Vandiver is going to get no gain on that one, maybe a loss of a half yard. Second down, we'll call it still 10 to go. Counting down to 3 minutes to go. First quarter here in Carlinville, Illinois. Cavaliers beat the Shells in week 1, 48-24. That was back on August the 28th. And here a couple of months later, at the tail end of October, they meet again in the first round of the 3A playoffs. Gleaner rolling to his left, wants to throw, and he is sacked. He is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Number 33 is there, Mitchell Bolamy. Mitchell Bolamy, the senior, makes the play. And so with 2:40 to go, first quarter, it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 14 as Gleaner was sacked there. And so now the Shells in some more trouble at 3rd and long, already trailing by 2 touchdowns here, 14-0. And the Shells do not want to turn it over here. We'll see if they play it safe, run the football, pass the football, 3rd and 14 from their own 47-yard line. Man in motion, Gleaner looks to throw it, and he throws it to Hawkins, makes the grab, but he's not going to get anything. Back to the line of scrimmage on a little screen to Hawkins. A little pitch and catch there, no gain. It's going to be 4th and long. And so just 1:45 remaining here. First quarter, and Roxana's going to have to punt it once again. And the Shells can't get anything going on offense. They trail 14-0 here as the first quarter is about to come to an end. And now, Roxana going to punt it away. Here's Talon Pyle. Looks like he may fake it. Now a late punt as he rolled to his left, and he punts it. And a short punt, actually, only about 20 yards down to the 33, 34-yard line as Talon Pyle grabbed it, took off, and if nobody was in front of him, I think he was going to try to fake it and try to go for the first down there. But instead, with 1:14 to go, Carlinville's going to have it at their own 34-yard line. And so they'll get the ball again, already up by 2 touchdowns here. 14-0, Easterday to Dixon. Handoff, Jacob Dixon driving forward, and train number 21, Dixon, is out to the 41-yard line. Some more strong running by the 6-foot junior, Jacob Dixon, as he came into the game with 1,750 yards. And if he plays a couple of playoff games, he may get to 2,000 yards rushing. Here's Dixon to the right. First down and more over the 45, out near the 48, and we're down to 40 seconds left. First quarter, they move the chains. 48-yard line of Carlinville now. 1st and 10. Dixon comes out for a play now to the sideline. Snap to Easterday, hands the ball off. No, it's a fake. Connor Emmons up the middle again. There he goes. It's a touchdown pass. 52 yards on a fake up the middle, and another pass to 81, Connor Emmons, and he scores a touchdown. And it is 20-0 in favor of the Cavaliers. 16.8 seconds left, first quarter, and 52-yard touchdown pass from Easterday to Emmons, and now they'll try to tack on the extra point again. Hayden Thompson goes for another. He's trying for 3 for 3 in extra points, and he's got it. It's good again. And this time they go to the air with a good fake. They take Dixon out. And just like that, one play, it goes Easterday to Connor Emmons for the touchdown. And number 81 has made a couple of big plays here in the first quarter, hasn't he? Wide receiver, 5'11", 160 pounds, and Emmons makes a big play there. Connor Emmons did not have a receiving touchdown during the season. He had one rushing touchdown, number 81. But it looks like that's his second touchdown overall this year. And it is 21-0 in favor of Carlinville, and the Roxana Shells are in some trouble here early in the ball game. 16.8 seconds left, first quarter. And Carlinville here at home on the move. Another kickoff. Here come the Shells up the sideline, some room for Talon Pyle. He's over the 50 to about the 47-yard line of Carlinville with 8.5 seconds left. Roxana will have good field position. Dixon with 2 rushing touchdowns, and then Easterday, the freshman, goes to the air to Connor Emmons for 50 yards, again, right between the hash marks, right up the middle of the field on a touchdown pass just 8 seconds ago. And now Roxana football with 8.5 seconds left. First quarter coming to an end after this play here, it looks like. Gleaner under center. And they will run it to Vandiver here to the near side. Blake Vandiver is bumped out of bounds. So that'll stop the clock with 3.8 seconds left. And Vandiver's going to pick up about 4 yards. Second down and 6 as he moves the ball to the Carlinville 43-yard line. Cavaliers on defense. Roxana with another play here to finish out the first quarter. And then we will move along to quarter number 2 of this playoff game on a Friday night, 30th of October, Halloween weekend. Handoff comes to the near side. Vandiver again. He has the corner, turns the corner down to the 30-yard line he goes. He's bumped down to the ground, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter here in Carlinville. All Cavaliers so far, 3 touchdowns for Carlinville. The Cavies lead it 21-0 over the Shells. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
It's the final play of the game. Down by 4, Andes will need to score to win it. The quarterback lines up. Ball is snapped. It's a handoff. He breaks outside of the tackle. He's got daylight. He could go all the way. Touchdown! Andes wins.
You too can score a touchdown at Andy's Auto Sales.
Check out the all-star lineup at Andy's Auto Sales today.
Brent Berkland back in Carlinville, back to the big house on West Main Street here, and the Shells going to the north end zone now in the second quarter, first quarter. That north end zone was good to Carlinville. They scored 3 touchdowns in that north end zone. Now the Shells to the right side. Vandiver over the right side to the 25 and then bumped down to the 24-yard line. After one quarter, the Cavaliers up 21-0. Remember, they beat Roxana 48-24 back in week 1 at Roxana High School. This game here in Carlinville in week number 10, first round of the playoffs, Class 3A football. Shells trying to get on the board for the first time here in this playoff game. Last year, the Shells won a first-round playoff game at Freeburg and then lost their home game in round 2. Lost to Carterville. And up the middle it goes on a fullback dive to Hawkins. And he has a first down inside the 20, and into the red zone go the Roxana Shells here with 11-12 to go. Second quarter. The clock rolls again on the 1st and 10 for Roxana at the 17-yard line. Roxana to the line of scrimmage. They send a receiver here to the near side, wide left of the formation. Handoff to Hawkins. He's up the middle. He's into the linebacker in the secondary and gets by the linebackers and into the secondary. He's down near the 7-yard line. Going to be just short of a first down. He's going to pick up about 9. We'll call it the 8-yard line, 2nd and 1. Shells in the red zone, trailing by 3 touchdowns as a new play comes in. Roxana trying to get some momentum here and maybe get on the board and see if their defense can do something from there. Vandiver and Hawkins in the backfield. Wings to the left and right. They'll give it to Vandiver. He breaks it to the outside. He's in trouble. The defense strings it out, and a loss of a couple of yards. 33 was there again, and Mitchell Bolamy has played well here in the first half. He recovered a fumble earlier. Jared Foyle's fumble. And he's made some tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Mitchell Bolamy, the linebacker for the Cavaliers, he makes it 3rd and 4 back near the 10-yard line now. So they have a couple of yards to go and probably 4 down territory here in the red zone for Roxana, trailing Carlinville 21-0. Gleaner under center. The snap back, he hands the ball off. Hawkins over the right side. The fullback leans near the first down marker, and it's going to be 4th down, but it's going to be 4th and short. Only about a yard to go now as he picks up the yardage that was lost a moment ago. Looks like only about a half a yard. 4th and less than a yard now. 9 minutes to go, first half. 3 touchdowns in the first quarter for the Cavaliers. Now in the second quarter we go. 4th and less than a yard for the Shells. Here we go. From about the 7-yard line of Carlinville. Roxana, 4th down. Quarterback sneak up the middle, and it looks like a 1st and goal. Gleaner on a keeper. Quarterback sneak, and he's going to sneak it to about the 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 5. Maybe just inside the 5-yard line, and they start the clock again with 8:35 to go. Second quarter. So now a new set of downs, 1st and goal. Roxana ready to go. Gleaner under center. Looking around at the defense, hands it to Vandiver over the right side, looking for the pylon, but he is bumped out of bounds by Blake Richardson. Good play there by Richardson as they string it out once again. Richardson makes the play on the edge, and Richardson had a big play in the first quarter as he recovered that fumbled punt at the 1-yard line. So Richardson, 5'10", 160-pound junior with the tackle, and it's only a gain of about a yard down near the 3.5-yard line. 2nd and goal, Roxana. That give was to Vandiver. This time they hand it over the right side again, and he will score. Vandiver, a Roxana touchdown to the pylon, and Blake Vandiver has scored over the right side. And they've liked that play here in the first half with a sweep to the right for Vandiver. He scores his 15th touchdown of the year. The Shells are on the board with 7:34 to go. Second quarter. 21-6 now in favor of Carlinville. And the Shells will likely go for two. We will see. So Blake Vandiver scores. We'll call it a 3-yard touchdown run. And now the Shells line it up for 2 points. Hawkins in the backfield all alone. Wingbacks to the left and right. Here's the handoff. They're going to try that right side again, and this time nothing doing as he could not turn the corner. It was Vandiver, and he was knocked down by number 56, Matt Bolamy. The senior, Matt Bolamy, made the open field tackle there on the right side, so the 2-point conversion, no good. 7:34 to go, first half, and here in the second quarter, the Roxana Shells on the board. They trail now 21-6 here in the second period. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
All right, sir, we finished all the services on your car. They'll take it over for your complimentary car wash, and they'll call you when it's ready.
On it at his own 40-yard line. Good field position for Carlinville. They're 60 yards away from pay dirt. Kickoff here just before 7 tonight, and here in the 7 o'clock hour we roll on with Dixon to the right. Pops outside, and he has running room to the 50, the Roxana 40. He steps out of bounds at about the 36-yard line, and now a late flag flies in there, and it may be unsportsmanlike conduct here. Brady Lewis, number 3, the defender, with maybe a late hit. We'll see. It is a dead ball foul. It is a personal foul on Roxana, and they've had too many of those lately, the last few weeks, really. Personal fouls, dead ball fouls, and a late hit, 15 yards, all the way down to the 20-yard line now of Roxana. And just like that, in the red zone for the Cabbies. Dixon, the lone setback. It's the pistol formation for Jarrett Easterday. Easterday gets the snap, hands the ball off to Dixon. He spins forward for a couple of yards inside the 20. As he was bottled up by Ryan Harris and some other Shells there. Gentry in on the tackle. Harris is the nose tackle on that defensive line. Big sophomore. 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Easterday waits for the snap, pitches it to Dixon outside, makes a cut, another cut, and then he is hit. And hit hard as he was brought down quickly there in his tracks. And it's going to be third down now. About the 17-yard line is where they mark the football here. Snap back. Easterday's going to throw it. He throws it to the near side. It is caught. And down to the 10. Inside the 10 goes Jamison, number 88. To the 8-yard line. And that will be a new set of downs. First and goal at about the 7 or 8 yard line. And Carlinville, no huddle. They're in the hurry-up offense. They hand it to Dixon. Left side, he's tripped up inside the 5. Down near the 2 or 3 yard line, second and goal. And we're midway through the second period here. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Easterday waits on the snap, hands it to Dixon. He's up the middle on a dive to about the 1 or 2 yard line. Third and goal. And we'll see if they mark this one at about the 2 yard line, third down. in the red zone for Carlinville just after Roxana scored 2 minutes ago. Here's a handoff to Dixon, and he's hit in the backfield, and he is brought down outside the 5, back near the 7-yard line. Harris was in on that play, 52, Drayton Doherty, a linebacker. And it looks like the kicker may be coming in, Hayden Thompson for Carlinville, and they'll try for 3 here on 4th and goal. And it looks like they're going to put the tee down at the 11 for a 21-yard field goal attempt. With a 21-6 lead, Carlinville will try to make it more. The snap back, the kick is in the air, and it is good. With 4:46 to go, the Cavaliers answer the Roxana touchdown with a field goal. And it's now 24-6 on that 21-yard field goal. Good by Hayden Thompson. He's 3 for 3 in extra points. And this one a 21-yard field goal to make it 24-6 in favor of Carlinville. And they will kick it back to Roxana once again with just 4:46 now to go here in the second. Don't forget, after the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game. The Roxana touchdown tonight scored by Blake Vandiver. His 15th touchdown of the year to lead the team. And, of course, he is a senior, number 5, Vandiver. And another senior, the quarterback, Chance Foss, still out with the injury, broken collarbone. Here's a high, short kick. Shells need to get on it, and they do. They grab it in the air there. And it's grabbed by Trace Gentry. Gentry grabs it at his own 44-yard line on that high, short kickoff. Popped up into the air, and the Shells grabbed it. And they have 4:45 to try and do something before halftime and go into the locker room with some momentum here. Trailing right now, 24-6. Couple of big fumbles in the first quarter, especially on the punt, giving Carlinville the ball at the 1-yard line on the mishandled punt. Here to the near side, to the left side, goes a run for Roxana for about 3 yards, and that's going to be it. Ball carrier Jared Foyles. Foyles is a senior, running back and linebacker on defense. He's the leading tackler, one of the leading tacklers, him and Billy Mathis for Roxana. Couple of linebackers, Mathis and Foyles. Right now, Roxana on offense. Vandiver, one of the wingbacks, along with Foyles. Hawkins in the backfield, behind the quarterback. Vandiver in motion. He'll get it on the sweep to the right side. And he has a first down over the 50, down to the Carlinville 44-yard line. There's a late flag flying in, too. A late flag kind of behind the play there, and we'll see about this flag. After Vandiver turned the corner and was marked down at the 44 of Carlinville. Coach Pat Keith on the far sideline wanting to know about this penalty here. And it is another dead ball foul, a personal foul on Roxana. And it is going to be a first down, but they're going to lose 15 yards. Dead ball foul, but again, a late hit or unsportsmanlike conduct. I really didn't see a hit behind the play. Maybe somebody said something instead. Well, now, all the way back to their own 40-yard line go the Shells. And so, 15-yard loss after they had the first down and had the ball in Carlinville territory. Now they have the ball at their own 40. Another big penalty on the Shells. Referee Brian Cuffle making the call. 3:56 remaining, first half. Here's Gleaner under center. Shells ready to go with a man in motion. They're going to try that sweep again. Handoff. And Vandiver up to the 45-yard line. Down. Carlinville with a 5-game winning streak. Roxana with a 7-game winning streak. Roxana started 0-2, losing to Carlinville and losing to Pena in the first 2 weeks. Those were both home games. We're down to 3:20 to go till halftime now. Gleaner ready, the snap back, fakes it to Vandiver, looking over the middle, nobody open, he'll run with it for a first down. Over the 50, down near the 41-yard line goes the junior quarterback, Zach Gleaner of Roxana. To the 41, 1st and 10, Shells. Somehow Gleaner found some room right up the middle there. Just enough room, and he gains about 14. As he went high stepping up the middle, right between the hash marks there, right down the middle of the field. Man in motion, it's a late handoff to Hawkins. He has some room to the 30, down inside the 30 to the 27. Goes Jordan Hawkins on a delay, a fullback draw really. And Hawkins has a first down to the 27 of Carlinville. Cavaliers lead the game 24-6. The Shells are driving here with 2:35 remaining first half. Plenty of time. Shells have 2 timeouts. Roxana to the line of scrimmage. Hawkins, the lone setback once again, but Vandiver in motion, and it's a double reverse. Vandiver hands it to Foyles. Foyles down to the 22-yard line. Foyles to the 22, a gain of 5. Second down. The Shells get ready to move into the red zone here as they head to that north end zone. All 4 touchdowns have been scored down to our left in the north end zone. The only score to the south, a field goal here earlier in this second quarter. Carlinville leading the game 24-6. We're under 2 minutes to go till halftime. Hawkins up the middle. Fullback has some room. Inside the 15, down near the 13 goes Jordan Hawkins, the sophomore. 6'2", 200-pound sophomore Hawkins. 14, no, make it 13 touchdowns on the year. Vandiver now up to 15 touchdowns on the year. Here we go with 1:30 remaining. Vandiver's going to get it on the sweep to the right again. Cuts it back. He's down inside the 10, and now he's still on his feet somehow, and he will score. The referees looking at each other, the defenders looking at each other. It's a touchdown for Vandiver. He will score. He was not all the way down on a knee and at the 14-yard line. He went for the sweep to his right, and there goes Vandiver again, his second touchdown of the quarter, his 16th touchdown of the year, and with 1:22 to go here in the second quarter, the Shells have cut the lead to 24-12 now. Looked like the defender was there, and Vandiver may have just rolled over the top of a couple of defenders and did not touch the ground. Now they will fake the handoff and they'll pitch it to the edge, and once again they string it out. The 2-point conversion is no good, and so it remains 24-12 Carlinville. Roxana with 2 touchdowns here in the second quarter. They now trail 24-12. It's a 12-point game just before halftime. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Calc Institute of Technology is working for you with career programs for today's jobs. As a career student, you can expect a welcoming atmosphere with exceptional personal service, small classes with one-on-one attention, a set class schedule, and short-term programs that will get you into the workforce quickly. Calc has 2 locations for your convenience, located in both Alton and Fairview Heights. For more information, visit Calc online at www.calc.edu.
Afternoon. Here's a line drive kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's a penalty on the Shells. And Roxana will be penalized on the kickoff after scoring a touchdown. Vandiver has both touchdowns for Roxana tonight. Dixon with a couple of touchdowns for Carlinville. Their other touchdown came in the air. Easter Day to Emmons on a touchdown pass. We've had 5 touchdowns in the game, all to the north end zone. And right now, Roxana on defense with 1:22 to go. Handoff, Dixon over the right side, cuts it back, and he has some room over the 50 to the 40 of Roxana, the 30, the 20, and he is near the end zone. He is brought down inside the 5. And there goes Jacob Dixon running wild again. Train number 21, Jacob Dixon of Carlinville. What a year he has had. 1,750 yards coming in. He now has 30 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns on the year, and he sets up the Cavaliers in good position here. They mark him out at about the 11-yard line. We're going to have a timeout on the field. And so at the 11-yard line, timeout Carlinville, 1st and 10 in the red zone for the Cavaliers, just like that. It took only one play. And Jacob Dixon, 6 foot, 170-pound junior running back, scored a couple of touchdowns in the first quarter, and he went galloping up the middle first, a couple of cutback moves, and then to the near sideline, right in front of the Cavaliers bench, and right on down the field, all the way down to the 11-yard line. To the south end zone he goes, or close to it anyway, and he is lined up in the pistol formation behind Easter Day, the quarterback. And he will probably get it some more here. 1:08 to go, first half. So the Shells make it a 12-point game, but Carlinville trying to add to their lead. Handoff. No, they fake it now, and Easter Day is going to slide down near the 6 or 7 yard line. He faked it to Dixon. 1 minute to go. They mark it at the 7. It'll be 2nd down and 6. 6 yards for a first down, 7 yards for a touchdown. The snap back, the give to Dixon. Nope, they fake it again. The throw is knocked down, almost intercepted, as they were looking for the receiver, looked like Connor Emmons again, as they went for the little slant play there. 3rd and 6 from the 7 yard line. So they faked it to Dixon twice, and they'll throw it again. A slant in, touchdown. It's a slant from the right side. Brady Jamison, number 88, a 7 yard touchdown pass with 39.4 seconds left first half. And the Cavaliers have 30 on the board. 30-12 our score. And just like that, after the big run by Dixon, a 7 yard touchdown pass. Easter Day has thrown 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. The freshman quarterback. Now Thompson for the extra point. It's in the air, and it is good again. It's good again. And so it's 31-12 in favor of Carlinville. So Easter Day has a touchdown pass to 81, Connor Emmons. Now he has a touchdown to the 6'3" junior wide receiver, Brady Jamison. And that was a slant as he lined up on the right side. And he slanted into the end zone for a touchdown, and Carlinville has scored again. Less than a minute after Roxana put a touchdown on the board at 1:22. 39.4 seconds left, and the Cavaliers have scored again. 31-12 our score. And Roxana going to get the ball back with just 39.4 to go. And so, Carlinville answers once again. High short kick to the 40-yard line. It's grabbed there by 65, Trey Kelly. Kelly grabs it at his own 41-yard line. And so in this second quarter, Vandiver with 2 touchdowns. Roxana finally getting on the board earlier in this second quarter after trailing 21-0. And right now they trail by 19. 31-12 after the touchdown pass just a moment ago. Roxana back on offense with 38.6 to go and a couple of timeouts. Here's a pass to Foyles, trying to break a tackle. He does, but there's other Carlinville defenders there, and he's only going to gain about 3 yards out to his own 44 on that pass. From the 44-yard line, 2nd down and 7. Hurry up offense with 16 seconds left. Gleaner back, looking over the middle, throws it. It's picked off by Dixon. Jacob Dixon may go to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Dixon, right in the middle of the field. Nobody really there for Roxana. And it was number 21 playing back in center field, and Jacob Dixon has scored again. His first defensive touchdown of the year. He scored on a punt return earlier this year. He has scored 30 rushing touchdowns. Now he has an interception return for a touchdown, about 60 yards there for Dixon. 37-12. The extra point coming with a 25-point lead. They try to make it 26. It's in the air. It is good again. 5 for 5 for Thompson on extra points. 5 touchdowns. It's 38-12. And that touchdown coming with 1.1 seconds left. Basically the last play of the first half as Gleaner looked over the middle. I'm not sure who it was intended for, but it looked like there was nothing but blue there. 2 or 3 Cavalier defenders. It went right to Dixon, right in the middle of the field. And Dixon took off, and nobody was near him the rest of the way as he gallops into the end zone again. So Jacob Dixon has scored his 3rd touchdown of the night, this one on defense. And another turnover for Roxana. An interception return for 6. Here's a short squib kick, and it's grabbed by the Shells, and that's going to be the end of the first half. And after the Shells scored with 1:22 to go in the first half to make it 24-12, well, the Cavaliers scored 2 touchdowns in the last 40 seconds of the first half to make it a 38-12 ball game at halftime. After one quarter, it was 21-0 Carlinville. It's still all Cavaliers, really. Halftime now, Carlinville 38, Roxana 12 at the half. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
You tuned into the game for great local sports entertainment. But where do you turn for quality local banking services? Take advantage of the full range of products and services that are provided by local people at CNB Bank and Trust. CNB Bank and Trust, a real community bank, locally owned and reinvesting your deposits right back into the local communities. Your local CNB Bank and Trust, Illinois' oldest bank. Established 1854. Member FDIC. Now, back to the game.
One of the greatest myths about car dealers is that some pay less for their cars than others. Hi, I'm John Roberts, and we all pay the same. Here at Roberts Motors, we can compete with any Ford dealer, regardless of how big they are or how great they say their deals are. The number one concern of anyone buying a car today is service. At Roberts Motors, we pride ourselves in exceptional service before, after, and during the sale. Stop in today and see why Roberts has been the home of happy customers since 1949. Or see us online at RiverBender.com.
At Shell Community Federal Credit Union, you are important. We work hard to ensure you have the best banking experience possible. Whether you are inquiring about opening a savings account or wanting to learn more about a loan, our professionals are here to help you with any questions, and we will walk you through every step of the process. Since opening our doors in 1935, we've never forgotten that our members are our most important asset, which is why we continue to excel. For all your banking needs, Shell is the one place to go.
Short kick, and the flag flies right on the kick, and Carlinville may have been offsides receiving this kick. And it's going to be offsides on Carlinville. They may have been expecting a onside kick, and it's going to be offsides on the blue, the home team, so give Roxana 5 yards, and they'll kick it from their own 45 now. So the tee is put down, and Zach Gleaner will kick it off at the 45 now. Offsides on the Cavaliers. 12 minutes on the clock, third quarter here. Cavaliers expecting maybe another squib kick or onside kick. We'll see what happens in this 38-12 ball game. Here's the kick. It's going to go to the right side. Cavaliers will cover it up at their own 40-yard line. So they will have the ball at their own 40 with good field position, already leading this game 38-12. In the first game against Roxana, Carlinville scored 48 points back in August, 48-24 over Roxana. And they are well on their way again tonight, 38-12. They lead Roxana, and here is another penalty on Carlinville. A false start as they move before the snap, and that will move it back to their own 35-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Cavaliers now. The center is Jake Hennig, a junior. And he will snap it back to Easterday, who will pitch it to Jacob Dixon. Dixon is gang tackled there after a 1-yard gain. He will move over the right side for 1. Foils in on that tackle, along with 52, Drayton Doherty, a linebacker. And now it's 2nd down and 14 to go. Snap back. They fake it to Dixon. It's another slant. It's caught by Jamison. There he goes. He breaks a tackle down to the Roxana 35-yard line before he is finally brought down by Marcus Hartnett. Hartnett down. Downs number 8, Brady Jamison. They fake it to Dixon again. A little pitch and catch on a slant over the middle again. And in the pistol, it is Easterday. Handing the ball off this time. Dixon up the middle for a couple of yards. And he is brought down by Trace Gentry. And it looks like the big nose tackle. And Jordan Hawkins, the defensive end. So all 3 linemen in on that play. Trace Gentry, Jordan Hawkins, and Ryan Harris. The 3 down linemen. And it's going to be 2nd down, and jumping off sides is Talon Pyle of Roxana, and it is offsides on the Shells on 2nd down and 8. That'll make it 2nd down and 3. 5 yards for Carlinville on the offsides on the Shells defense. Brent Birkeland here with you. 3rd quarter, we're at 10:50 to go. They fake it to Dixon and throw it up to the sidelines, and Jamison was slanting in. The pass went outside and incomplete to make it 3rd and 3 now. And the ball is marked at about the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. And it's the pistol again. They'll hand it off to Dixon up the middle this time on 3rd and 3. He's going to be close. Maybe just a little short. It might be 4th and less than a yard. It is 4th and a half yard. Needs to get to the 25, and he's at the 25 and a half. As he gained a couple, but needed a little more. They're going to go for it on 4th and short. Dixon, first down and more. He's inside the 20, into the red zone. First down, Cavaliers. 10:15 to go, 3rd quarter, and the Cavies are on the move again. 3rd quarter action here from Carlinville. Carlinville moving the ball down the field and running some clock too with this big lead, 38-12. Here's a handoff up the middle, fullback dive again, down to about the 14-yard line, a gain of maybe 4. 3 yards, 2nd down and 7 as they mark it at the 14. And they will give him about 4 instead of 3. Mark it at the 13-yard line. So the Cavaliers with 5 touchdowns already. Here's Dixon over the right side to the 9-yard line. He's just inside the 10. 3rd down and 2 to go. About 2.5 to go now. Just inside the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 9 for Easter Day to hand the ball off. Dixon up the middle, churning those legs. Foils brings him down. Also off the bottom of the pile, it might be Hawkins. It is again Hawkins and Foils. And the ball is at about the 8-yard line. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 1, but we'll see. Nope, they're going to measure, I think. Bring the chains out. So it may be just short, but we'll have to see once the chains get out there with 9:09 to go, 3rd quarter. And it looks like he may be just a little short, but we'll have to see. After the game tonight, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game, so stay tuned for that. And it looks like it's going to be just short, inches short. 4th and inches for Carlinville. With 9:09 to go in the 3rd quarter. Carlinville up 38-12. That was our halftime score. We're just 3 minutes into the 2nd half here. And the Cavaliers will go for it this time. They do have 1 field goal in the game with their 5 touchdowns. And they have 38 points on the board. They lead by 26. Easter Day waits on the snap on 4th and inches from inside the 10, about the 8-yard line. Handoff goes up the middle, sliding to the left. Just enough there for number 20, Brady Eaglehoff, the junior running back, number 20. And we'll see if he picked up enough. Depends on where they mark it. And it looks like they're going to have to measure again. It's that close, near the 7-yard line, that they're going to measure again with 9 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Tomorrow we have Illinois football, 11 o'clock. They'll kick it off at Penn State. Also tomorrow we have CM football and Marquette football. It is enough, just enough for a first down. 1st and goal for the Big Blue of Carlinville. Cavaliers down near the 6-yard line, 6.5-yard line for the Cavaliers offense. And this time, Jarrett Easterday up under center. And Full house, wishbone backfield this time. They'll hand it off to Emmons. Looks like Connor Emmons gets the carry this time, maybe. Well, it might have been 21, not 81. It was Dixon over the right side. And he carries it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second down and goal from the 1. Dixon has scored 3 TDs. Will he get it again? The handoff over the right side. Touchdown, Carlinville. It is 21. Jacob Dixon has scored again over the right side. He makes it a 44-12 ball game here in the third quarter. 8:25 to go, third period. This one a 1-yard touchdown plunge. But over the right side goes Jacob Dixon with another rushing touchdown. 31 rushing touchdowns on the year. 33 touchdowns overall on the year for the junior, Dixon. Here's the extra point. Thompson, 6 for 6 in extra points. 45-12 our score now. 45-12, Carlinville. Back with more third quarter action. Shells ball when we come back. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Set, hit. Protection. Can anyone over there give me protection?
Danny Holt.
Put me in, coach. I can offer protection.
Set, hit.
Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
High short kick on the kickoff. It's grabbed by the Shells, and they have it at their own 29-yard line. Our score now, Carlinville 45, Roxana 12. First round playoff game in Class 3A football. Shells and Carlinville both with records of 7-2 this year, tied for second place in the SCC. Behind the South Central Conference champs this year, Pana at 9-0. Here's the snap back, the handoff. Foyles is upended. The wingback coming here to the near side. Jared Foyles to the 30-yard line and maybe a half yard. That's it. Second down. And we'll call it 9.5 to go with 8 minutes to go, third quarter. Halftime score, 38-12. It's now 45-12, Carlinville. After one quarter, the Cavaliers were up 21-0 as they got started early here tonight with the 3 first quarter touchdowns. They had 5 touchdowns by halftime. They now have 6 on the board. Here's a throw to the sideline, open man, but overthrows Talon Pyle. It's incomplete here on the near sideline. Pyle got behind the defender by a step or two, but the pass still overthrown, incomplete. And it's third down. Third and about 9 from their own 30-yard line, Roxana. Need to get to the 39 for a first down. Gleaner goes back to the huddle for the Shells. Left tackle Brett Niswanger comes to the near side here. Left guard is Trey Kelly. The snap back. They try a screen, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as they tried to set up a screen. They had a couple of linemen out here, but the pass a little too far for Foyles. Looks like it was intended for him. As the center, Nathan Custer, came out to block, so did the tight end, Trace Gentry, but incomplete, 4th and 9. It's punting time for the Shells. Blake Vandiver will punt it away with 7:27 to go here in the third period. Vandiver rolls to his right, punts it on the run. It's grabbed on the run by Dixon. Dixon is brought down at his own 44-yard line. Here's a flag flying in, too. Maybe an illegal block on the punt return. And so Carlinville at their own 44, but we'll see about the punt, or the penalty, that is. And it is illegal block in the back, a clipping on the Cavaliers. And that will bring them back to their own 34-yard line. 1st and 10, Carlinville at the 34. And we're ready to go. Carlinville ball, no huddle as always. And it's Easter Day waiting for the play. The head coach, Chad Easterday. There's a run over the right side for a couple of yards to the 36 by Jacob, make it not Dixon, Brady Eaglehoff. And a couple of Shells down, slow to get up. The two defensive ends, Hawkins and Gentry. Hawkins, number 40, down on the ground. And head coach Pat Keith comes out to check on his sophomore defensive end and fullback on offense, and might be his right knee or right leg. And Hawkins is favoring that as he lays on the turf. Here with 7 minutes to go, third quarter, Roxana injury timeout. Our score, Carlinville 45, Roxana 12 in the third period. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Well, Jordan Hawkins walking off the field on the far side. Injured right leg, maybe just banged up a little bit, and a stinger, and maybe back in. Right now, Brett Neiswanger takes his place at defensive end. And now we have a penalty flag flying, and it is a false start on Carlinville. And it's going to be third down and about 11. I'll make it 9, 3rd and 9 for the Cavaliers. They need to get the ball out near their own 44-yard line. And we'll call it 3rd and 8, actually. They mark it at the 36. 36-yard line for the Cavaliers. Easterday going to throw it up, has a man open again, and there he goes. Down the far sideline, Jamison to the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown. 3rd and 8. There's a penalty flag back near the line of scrimmage, though. Otherwise, it's a 64-yard touchdown pass. But the flag back near the line of scrimmage, and Easterday found Brady Jamison once again, and 81 and 88 are getting open in the secondary of Roxana's defense. 81, Connor Emmons has scored. 88, Brady Jamison has scored. And now it is holding on Carlinville, and the touchdown not on the board yet. Well, that would have been 51 points up on the scoreboard, but it's holding on the Cavaliers, 10 yards from the point of the foul, which was about the 38. They're going to go back inside their own 30 now to the 28-yard line. So it was 3rd and long, now it's 3rd and longer. It was 3rd and 8. Now it's 3rd and about 17. Snap back, Easterday is going to pitch it. Now Dixon's going to throw it. He's looking for Jamison, and he caught it at the 30, the 20, and he breaks a tackle. He's into the end zone. 3rd and 17, and they score 72 yards. They pitch it to Dixon. It's a halfback pass to Jamison for 6. It's 51-12. Carlinville. Jamison has 2 touchdowns in the game. 6:04 to go, and this one goes Jacob Dixon throwing to Brady Jamison for a touchdown. 72-yard touchdown pass. And now the extra point attempt. It's in the air, and it is good, and it's 52-12. It's a 40-point lead for Carlinville now. Roxana down by 40 here in the third quarter. 6:04 to go in the third, and the mercy rule will take effect, and we will have a running clock the rest of the way here in this playoff game. Dixon to Jamison there, as Easterday made the pitch on 3rd and long. They had just scored on 3rd and 8. It was brought back on a holding penalty. And the very next play, they score anyway on 3rd and 17. A 72-yard touchdown pass, and Jamison has scored again. Receiver Connor Emmons had scored in the first quarter. Jamison with a touchdown in the second quarter. Jamison has scored again here in the third quarter. Now it's a squib kick. Roxana will pick it up. Looks like Foyles, and he is met inside his own 30 at about the 28-yard line for Roxana. 52-12 our score in favor of Carlinville. So at halftime, 38-12. It's now 52-12. Cavaliers with 2 more touchdowns here. They have 7 touchdowns in the game. Roxana with 2 TDs in the game. The snap back. Gleaner's going to hand it off. Coming to the near side, it is Foyles, and he's going to get maybe a yard to his own 29-yard line. Well, now in 2 games, Carlinville has scored 100 points against Roxana. Back in August, they scored 48. Tonight, they have 52. 100 points in 2 games for Carlinville against Roxana, and it looks like Cavaliers will be 2-0 against the Shells this season. 4:44 to go, third quarter. The clock rolling. Bad snap, it looks like there, and maybe a fumble. It is Carlinville ball. A mishandled snap. Custer to Gleaner, and it is Carlinville ball on the fumble. First turnover of the second half. Fumbled snap. Carlinville will pick it up. And it is 4 turnovers, 3 fumbles, and an interception for Roxana. And with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, Cavaliers have it once again. And they have Eaglehoff in the backfield now. And they'll hand it off to him. He is hit at the 25-yard line. A gain of a couple, second down. 3:40 remaining, third quarter. Again, after 1 quarter, a 21-0 game. After 2 quarters at halftime, 38-12 game. It's now 52-12. Carlinville with 2 more touchdowns here in the third quarter. Dixon, a touchdown run, and Dixon, a touchdown pass. And has he done it all tonight? He has scored on an interception return on defense. He has thrown a touchdown pass, and he has scored 3 touchdowns rushing the ball. He had 2 rushing touchdowns in the first quarter. Another TD rushing, 1-yarder here in the third quarter. But again, 7 touchdowns for Carlinville overall. 2:45 to go. They hand it to Eaglehoff. He's tripped up by Foyles. Foyles there, and Nice swanger there, too. 72. And that'll make it 4th down and about 12 to go. Carlinville will let the clock run here. Each and every play, that play clock will tick down. We'll see what the Cavies do here with the ball at the Roxana 28-yard line. They may call a timeout before the delay a game penalty, or may just let the play clock run out. Under 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's the flag, delay of game, Carlinville. Cavaliers will now punt it away after the 5 yards, it looks like. Back to the Roxana 34-yard line. And 88, Brady Jameson will boot it away. Snap back, and Jameson will punt it away. Line drive kick is going to take a bounce and 2 bounces and into the end zone. It will be a touchback, and Roxana will bring it out and have the ball at their own 20-yard line with only about a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. We may only get one more play here in this 3rd period. With the running clock and the 40-point lead, the mercy rule taking effect here in the 2nd half. 52-12, Carlinville over Roxana. The Cavaliers will move on to the 2nd round and play a road game in round 2 next weekend. Here's a handoff up the middle. Lots of room up the middle for Blake Vandiver. There goes the senior over the 50 to the 40. Steps out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Steps out at the 36, and that's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter, it looks like. Vandiver, 44 yards from his own 20 to the 36 of Carlinville. 44 yards for number 5, Blake Vandiver. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter here in Carlinville. 4th quarter in a moment. Our score, Carlinville 52, Roxana 12. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Well, sir, after some serious consideration, I'd like to put in my 15-year notice.
You're quitting?
Technically retiring, sir. With a little help from my State Farm agent, I plan to retire in 15 years.
Wow, you're totally blindsiding me here. Who's going to manage your accounts?
Well, I'm going to finish packing my things. 15 years will really sneak up on you.
Jennifer will do your exit interview, and Adam made you a cake.
Red velvet.
Oh, thank you.
I made this.
Take charge of your retirement. Talk to State Farm agent Tom Lane to help you plan for your future today.
Welcome back to the 4th quarter here tonight from Carlinville, Illinois. Cavaliers in front of a big crowd here tonight. And our score is 52-12. Here's a run up the middle. And Roxana will gain a couple. And they'll have the ball at the 29-yard line as the clock rolls here in the 3rd quarter. Up under center is Gleaner here on 2nd down from the 29-yard line. They hand it to Foyles. Jared Foyles over the left edge there on a sweep to the left. He's going to gain a yard or 2. It's 3rd down. 11 minutes to go in the ball game with the clock ticking away. And ticking away on the Roxana season. Their 7-game winning streak will come to an end and their season will come to an end at 7-3 after 10 ball games this year, and a big senior class that helped them to get to the playoffs in back-to-back years, last year and this season too. But Carlinville, here's Eaglehoff knocking down the ball carrier the second that he got the handoff. Pyle, it looks like. He was brought to the ground, smacked to the ground right away. We'll try to mention the seniors on the roster here in the fourth quarter as we go along. Chance Foss, one of those seniors, a quarterback for basically all 4 seasons. All 4 of his years he played part of the seasons at quarterback, and he's a senior. And over there on the sideline, watching with that injury and hopefully getting ready for basketball and baseball. It's a false start on Roxana on 4th down. That'll push him back 5 yards. Some other seniors, Brady Lewis, Blake Vandiver, Trace Gentry, Chance Foss, as I mentioned, Talon Pyle and Jared Foyles, a couple more seniors, Drayton Doherty and Billy Mathis, Kyle DeWerf, also Kyle Ponto, Nathan Custer, the center, Andrew Westbrook and Alex Noble. Under center, backup quarterback Marcus Hartnett. Hartnett, the quarterback, throwing. He throws high. It's caught there. And near the 25-yard line, it's grabbed. And it's close to a first down on 4th and long. Jared Foyles made the catch. And Foyles grabbed it, and we'll see where they mark it. It looks like right on the 25-yard line. And they're looking to see where to mark it and see if it is a first down. I think they're going to be short of a first down, and it's going to go the other way as Carlinville will get the ball over on downs here with 8:40 to go. Foyles a leaping grab at the 25-yard line, but not enough for a first down, about a yard short on 4th and long. And so now some new players into the game, some substitutions for Carlinville too. And they wait for the snap here. 8 minutes to go, 4th quarter, as Shells get ready on defense. Snap back, handoff. Josh Heinzman, the quarterback now, number 30. Dylan Rosentrader, number 41, got the carry there, a loss of 1. And 7:40 remaining as Foyles, looks like an injury timeout, as he is going to leave the game. So is Ryan Harris. He might have an equipment problem, and he's got his helmet off as he comes out of the game too, with 7:40 remaining left in this contest. 7 touchdowns for Carlinville, 2 touchdowns for Roxana. It's 52-12 for Now the clock rolls again with 7:20 to go. They hand the ball off up the middle. Rosentrader again, and up to the 26-yard line. A gain of a yard or so. 3rd down. 3rd and 9 to go. Well, tomorrow we'll see what CM does at home and Marquette does on the road in Class 4A football. You'll hear those games on the Big Z after the Fighting Illini tomorrow. Illini kicking off at 11 tomorrow morning at Penn State. Wait for the snap again here on 3rd and 9 for Carlinville. They'll pitch it to Rosentrader, and he's up to, well, close to the 30-yard line. 4th down. Carlinville will punt it away with 6.5 minutes to go, 4th quarter. We're coming up on 9 o'clock and coming up on a 2-hour ball game. Shells again will finish the year 7-3. Carlinville will move on with a record of 8-2. Pyle back to return this punt. He's at his own 30-yard line, with now 6 minutes to go here in the game. Snap back, and Jamison will punt it away. High kick, going to hit at about the 30. Take a Carlinville roll to the 20, down near the 15-yard line. Big punt there by 88. Brady Jamison down to the 15. And so Roxana ball, just 2 touchdowns tonight for the Shells. They were beaten by 24 points by Carlinville back in August. They're going to lose this game by 40, it appears, tonight. We're down to 5 minutes left. 52-12 our score in favor of the home team, the Cavaliers. Roxana ready at their own 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, the new quarterback in the game, Marcus Hartnett. And it's going to be a penalty on the Cavaliers. And that'll push the ball to the 21-yard line. A 5-yard penalty on the Cavs. And Roxana ball, 1st and 5 now as Hartnett back in with the play. Sophomore quarterback. Well, Gleaner will take over the quarterback duties next year in all likelihood. He will be a senior next football season, and he's had some good experience this year after the injury to Chance Foss. Here's another fumble by the Shells on the run. Fumble, and who picks it up? Roxana may have recovered it as they unpile it near the 25-yard line. Nope, it is Carlinville ball. It's another fumble. Roxana losing another fumble. Carlinville recovering another fumble. How about that? 4 fumbles and an interception. 5 turnovers on the Shells tonight. We're down to 3:30 to go, as Carlinville will run out the clock here with, well, now we're going to have a timeout for Roxana. Get some subs in, make sure they have 11 on the field as the new players come in. And 3:23 to go, and Roxana with a timeout. After the game, we'll announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Stay tuned for that. Jacob Dixon, of course, leading the way for Carlinville, and he has all season long, over 30 touchdowns on the year now. And what a big night tonight. 3 rushing touchdowns, a touchdown on an interception return on defense, and he also threw our last touchdown of this game, a 72-yard halfback pass to Jamison. Carlinville will go on the road next week, round 2, and they'll play either Fairfield or St. Joseph Ogden. On the other side of Champaign, St. Joseph, the number 1 seed. 52-12, they hand the ball off, and coming to the near side, the ball carrier, Max Rogers, number 32, Rogers, down to the 21-yard line for Carlinville. Roxana's 21. Gain of about 5. 2nd down. We're down to 3 minutes to go in the game. Some more subs come in for both teams. Carlinville. Just a couple of minutes away from round 2 and winning their 6th game in a row. Here's a handoff. It goes to number 41, Dylan Rosentrader. Well, we thank all the folks at Carlinville High School for all their help and assistance here for the playoff game on a Friday night. The athletics director, Darren Deneve, the AD, and the girls basketball coach here at the school. So thanks to Darren. Thanks to Statman Tim Tarter for providing us with a lot of numbers for the Cavaliers. So thank you, Darren. Thank you, Tim, and everybody else here in Cavalier country, Cavalier Nation. Here's a run to the near side, knocked out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. PA announcer Ross Thomas sitting just to my right here and helping us out with some numbers on both teams the entire way too. 1:40 to go now in the ball game, and Carlinville with a 4th down. And Cavaliers will send in a new unit here. Looks like they're going to try to kick a field goal. Hayden Thompson going to line it up from 41 yards away. Actually 40 yards away. They'll put the tee right on the 30 with 1:10 to go. And they wait for the snap. Thompson, the kick, a low line drive. It's going to land in the end zone. No good. He misses the field goal. With 55 seconds left, Roxana may or may not run another play, and that will be the end of our ball game here tonight. Just about 9 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ. Alton. 35 seconds left. The Shells go back to the offense. And a 40-point win for Carlinville tonight over Roxana. Last snap of the ball game here with 20 seconds to go. Handoff up the middle it goes and over the 25, and there's a flag. A flag flies with 10 seconds left. A face mask on the defense, Carlinville, but that's going to be it as they walk off the penalty. The time will run out on the scoreboard. 40-point win for Carlinville tonight in the first round of the Class 3A football playoffs. Carlinville 52, Roxana 12.